Everyone, welcome to A Great Alternative. Today we're going to make a living willow structure, and I've got my dad to help us out. We're going to work out first of all how we're going to do it and then get on with it basically.
Let's go to design first. It's going to be pole stuck in the ground, very long, bent over, tied at the top, and then willow stuck in the ground at an angle, weaved in and out, going round the structure. And then this idiot's going to go and live in it sometime, yeah?
You're playing up to the camera for your mates, aren't you?
No. The way the willow.
We could do that.
Willow's going to go like that.
Enough for one person there, enough for one person there. Fireplace here.
Basically, leave a hole in the roof.
All of these will almost like to shape, make it a bit alternatively. The other way, like this. I am 5 foot something. It's not a great day.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so we've got that idea. Plan A, simple structure, weave, and then allow
you to get in and out.
Yeah, for now. Okay. Plan B. I don't know. What do you think about doing anything to it?
We should do the basics to start with. We start with the basics going in, that are like that. Then we plant the willow structure, which is going to be weaved into that. Yeah. Eventually, these are going to grow up, like you've shown me, and then you're going to have to add that hole and the bit on afterwards.
Okay, I think we've done enough. Yeah. Right then.
Let's go build it.
Yep. We just did all that filming, and then I started recording.
I'm just saying.
And he said,
we need a
right,
plan.
but actually we need a plan. What are we actually going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it will. It will look like that. It will just in real life look exactly like that.
So I'd set up the shot. Yeah, you're ruining the shot now. Look, people don't want to look at your butt. I'd set up the shot nicely to see the willow and what was going on, and you just want to be the centre of attention. Put the dangerous knife down, hey? Give me that willow. Oh, I know. Yeah, give me that. Don't give me that rubbish. Yeah. Wait, patience. 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 Stay still. Okay, lay down. Good girl. Stay there. I need to just quickly do this piece to camera and then I'm with you. Just lay still. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. So, quickly, before someone gets too aggravated with staying still, what I'm doing here, this is a pile left over from when we collected the willow originally. Bored already. I've got about another 7 or 8 of those still left over. And what I'm doing is separating it into the bigger sections. So these are probably about as thick as a bit thicker than your thumb. And I suspect this is about 2 years worth of growth. And then attached to that are canes like this, which is more kind of finger. This is more sort of basket weaving length. And then the really small stuff, which is basically like these tiny little spindly bits. What I'm going to try and do is use every part of this. So for the willow structure, these are going to be the main uprights. This might be some infill, maybe if we put in a window or put in something. And then the little bits, I'm planning, as well as some of these, to hopefully just do a bit of a project at home and have a go at weaving something, maybe even weaving a basket, but just weaving it a lot smaller, just to practice really, not for anything special, which is why I might not dry it properly and then soak it properly. It's purely just for me to practice the weaving technique. So now I can get back on with it. Can I get back on with it? It's like having a producer behind the camera who's telling me what to do. Yeah, that's you. And hopefully we're going to get this done without you nicking all the willow. Is that right? Look at that. It's like Queen of Sheba. Resting face. Love you, Doctor. Okay, quick there, because I don't have a tripod right now. What's going to be easier? I need to stand there like this. So, we've finished for the first day. I've got 2 piles of 3 metre, 2 piles of 2 metre, and 2 piles of 1 metre. My thoughts are hopefully this should be enough, and then the 2 metre and 1 metre are going to be kind of like the filling in and kind of helping tie everything together. I'm keeping them in the pond at the moment because that's where I put them over winter. Basically, they've been there since November and it's now mid-March, and some of them are actually sprouting roots. So I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, trying to not disturb the natural habitat too much. Fingers crossed, the fact that they're shooting means that this could go well. We could have a successful living structure. Generally spaced them, what would you say, Dad? Is this about 1 metre apart?
Yeah.
1 metre and a bit apart. Each one is in about 1.5 feet. They were hit in first with the metal spike that Dad brought. I found that sometimes it was easy to put it in with your hand. And then if you were wondering, these bits that are stuck around, a few of these, this was just what I put in November time when I first came here. So I don't know if you can see that. This one has got growth on it and clear signs of root growth. So instead of just chucking these away, we could put them in a line or put them in a bit of a tunnel, and they can be like a pollarded tunnel structure that's in addition to this. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Right then.
Sounds like we know what we're talking about.
Okay, building stopped momentarily, partly because all of a sudden a whole load of commotion and a big white blur, followed by a very specific grey and brown blur following it. What I'm trying to do now, I've got a piece of willow and I'm going to try and see if I can move it back the hole that I think it's got through. Come on. I'm aiming over there. Let's go around the pond. Dad's gone to put Echo back in the car and he's going to come help me, which might be considerably better and easier with 2 people. Honestly, I think it would be much easier with a dog that does the job and a shepherd who knows what he's doing. Okay, I'd like to say that was all through my doing, but not really. Basically, the sheep figured out where the hole was and got back in. Okay, back. No, time for lunch. What are you doing?
Creating a soft bend in it without breaking it.
I did see on a how-to video, he referred to it as stroking the willow, and he did it all by hand. Personally,
That's stroking,
this is
that's stroking it.
Exactly. And plus, you're causing the abrasions on your hand. Yeah. One quick thing we found out, we realised, I thought, oh no, I don't want to do cable ties because, I don't want to use plastic or things like that. We've got string and we've got willow. We can just use that. Turns out, quite quickly, realised cable ties, or what we ended up using was Dad had some wire lying around, being able to just quickly tie something up that's strong but quick, that can get loosened quickly so that then you can move things around and fiddle with the structure is really helpful, because we were using twine, tying it all together, which took a lot longer, and then we couldn't move it. So yeah, that's one thing that I've definitely just learned. Similar to how you might train tomatoes up wire or up string, that's what Dad's idea was here, is some of these ones where they end, thinking that hopefully in time that will grow, and then is added that wire, tied it round loosely, and then continued it up. And the idea is that in time, not only does it feel like a bit more of a finished project today, and it's a nice thing that it feels finished, but also it's then a way of training the willow. And then
taking the wire off as we go. Once the willow feels strong in its place, we take wire off. I had an idea about, well, what if we just did that with willow right now? Granted, these are probably about as long as I've got left. So this section here that runs to there, what's that, about 2 meters. So I thought, well, actually, so I've put it in and followed the wire that's there all the way following the weave, with the idea that maybe I could take out, that means I could take the wire out now. This piece of willow would act as just a guide, like I say, for when the willow grows, and then you weave it around. But I think at the moment it still feels not strong enough, and it's not acting as well as a guide as or as good as a guide, sorry, as the wire does. But overall I think it's a good learning experience, trying out different methods and ways of doing things that we know. Like Dad's thought about that because he does a lot of gardening, and it's gardening tricks. It's not something I've seen in a living willow structure video before, but we'll see. It's all a learning experiment. Okay, so we could have left it there. However, as you can see, I decided not to. The main reason for this was because the roof structure, basically, we couldn't really attach it properly this year. So the aim now is for this season, the big circle that you'll see in the middle, I'm going to use this year's growth to tile that all in together, which will create a stronger support structure. And then next season, I'll add in the secondary roof, and hopefully the next year's growth will then tie that all together. Therefore, I added a tunnel. To do so, I used some of the hazel that we didn't end up using for the center, basically as a support structure to hold it all in place. I constructed that in a similar way that we'd done to the dome. Basically crossed it over, tied it up with a piece of wire, and then partly because I was running out of wire, I just kind of weaved it in where basically made sense. My aim for this is that it doesn't look perfect, that it's a complete learning experience. So yeah, I'm sure that there's certain bits that are a bit off, or that bit of weaved area doesn't really match to that bit. But overall, as long as it stays together, as long as it keeps its shape, and I'm aiming that overall it just looks like some kind of interesting hobbit house, bird's nest, whatever, then I've done my job. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. If you are interested in finding out more about how we got this willow, I'll leave a link above. There is a whole video that I've delved into that. If you've got some ideas for how we can use the rest of the willow that's still in the pond, that is growing in the pond as we speak, please leave a comment down below. Also, subscribe, like, share, all of that kind of gubbins. Anything you can do will really be helpful. It really does make my day when I see some of the comments, because we're still a tiny channel, and seeing that it has helped someone or informed someone or entertained someone is wicked, because at the end of the day this is just a passion project, and at the minute we're not making any money from it. It's purely just because I like filmmaking, and you know, it's a way of meeting people and making stories and doing fun stuff like this. Okay, thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.